A couple of weeks ago I made a video about what gear I picked up at the beginning of the new year, but I think it's not only interesting to see what gear I picked up already, I think it's also interesting to hear about what gear I'm planning to pick up for 2024. Here are my 3 lenses I'm going to pick up in this upcoming year, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I'm just going to start with the first lens. It's the Sony 70-200 f2.8 G Master Mark II. So there are, I think, 4 versions of the 70-200, 2 GOS versions and 2 G Master versions. So I'm picking up the G Master version 2. So it's the newest version of these 70-200 lenses. Because I think it's the most versatile lens you can get right now. So it does not matter if you're shooting portraits, landscapes or wildlife or even sport. It's the most versatile lens you can pick up because of the fast aperture of f2.8 and the big zoom range from 70 millimeters. So you can also get this kind of wide angle shot of some specific location or spot, and you can also go far into detail with the 200 millimeter. So it's really nice lens, and you can always frame your subject or your picture you want to take perfectly. On the other hand, the 70-200 has an exceptional image quality. So we have a really well-designed lens with cutting-edge technology and really sharp photos from corner to corner. So it's really amazing how clear and pixel perfect the images are on the 70-200. Picking it up very soon, hopefully, and then as soon as I have it, I'm going to post a video telling you about how it performs, how you can use the lens, how I use the lens, and I'm really excited for this lens. So this is from the 3 lenses I want to pick up definitely first spot because it's amazing. One thing I also really like is the low light performance of the lens. So for example, if I want to go out and shoot an owl or a fast moving bird and it's already kind of dark outside, I have my 200-600 in my bag with f6.3. Flying birds in the night is tricky and it's kind of impossible, to be honest. So you really have to get much light to get pictures with the 200-600. And with the 70-200 with the aperture of f2.8, this is a whole another level. So you can also take flying shots of birds in low light conditions. So it's really good lens. One thing that is also special about the 70-200 is the lightning fast autofocus. So it doesn't matter what subject you're framing, you're always getting it in focus with the 70-200. It's, I think, when it comes to autofocus, the 70-200 from Sony is one of the best lenses you can get on the market right now. And this is one of the main reasons I'm also picking up the Mark II from Sony, from the 70-200 G Master series, because the autofocus on the Mark I was already really good, but on the Mark II it got even better, and it's really lightning fast, capturing every target, no matter what speed or what distance it is traveling at. So for sports and wildlife photography, this is really nice. I think you can see that I'm really excited to pick up 70-200. I wanna feel it in my hands already. I tested, I think, 3 pictures. I made 3 pictures with the lens at a local photo store from which I'm getting most of my gear. I tried it out there. Fell in love with it. I also tried the 300mm f2.8, which is a 7000 euro lens, which is insane, to be honest, but it was an amazing lens. Would be a dream to have it one day, but the 70-200, especially with the teleconverter 1.4 or 1 or 2, you can easily extend the range, and the aperture, even though it gets doubled, is not bad at all. So if you want to go out and photograph, for example, at 400mm, you can use the TC2 teleconverter ×2, and you can get the 400mm range with an aperture of 5.6, which is less than the aperture on the 200-600, which is at 6.3 at 400mm. So I'm definitely going to pick up a teleconverter as well. I'm not sure which one, because I kind of like the 1.4 a little bit more, but I'm going to see in the future what teleconverter I'm going to pick up. And I think that's all for the 70-200. Let's go on to the second lens I want to pick up this year. So the second lens I want to talk about is the first lens I'm going to buy, which is not from Sony. It's a Sigma lens. It's the Sigma 105mm f1.4, and it's a little bit of a, I would also call it curveball, because the Sigma 105mm is known as one of the best portrait lenses out there. So I'm not a portrait photographer, but I like the fact that you can also frame specific places or pieces of nature with the big aperture, so you get the beautiful bokeh effect in the background. And I don't know, I saw the lens on North Borders, which is a bigger photography channel who is mainly taking pictures of cars. And I googled a lot about the lens, and I really like the facts it has. And so I'm thinking about picking it up. It's also a little bit cheaper. It goes for about 1,350 to 1,400 euros. And as I said, the depth you can create with the f1.4 is just amazing. And it's a prime lens. It's my first prime lens. I only have zoom lenses from now on, but I'm really looking forward. At first I was like, I'm not sure to get the Sigma, because you needed the MC11 adapter to get it on the Sony E-mount, but there is a Sigma version which just goes on the Sony E-mount, so it works. And yeah, so that was the selling point for me. I said, okay, the lens works on my camera, I'm going to pick it up, I want to try it out myself. And so I'm also looking forward to this lens, which is hopefully also coming soon. Summer season is starting soon, we're traveling a lot. This lens would definitely something I want to pack in my backpack, because the focal range of 105mm is so versatile. You can frame a person, you can also frame a whole building. If we talk about specs and other features of the Sigma lens, you have the new Sigma HSM autofocus system, which is also really fast. The pictures are crisp, super sharp. I would love to show you some example pictures, but unfortunately I don't own the lens. But I think I'm looking if I can get some pictures from the internet, some which are not copyrighted, I hope so, to show some example of the focal range. And I think this lens would also make a perfect part in my lens collection. Okay, so the last lens I want to present to you today that I want to pick up this year is, I think, one of the most expensive zoom lenses you can get from Sony. It's the Sony 12-24mm f2.8 G Master. 12-24mm is a focal range which is, I think, for some photographers a little bit unnecessary, but I think especially for nature photography and travel photography, to capture huge landscapes, to capture cities from different angles, this is the point where I said, yes, I like this lens. I tried it out. I think I have 3 pictures I took with it, also in the local photo store. The lens at front is like rounded up because of the wide angle, so you can't put a filter up front, which is a little bit of a down point, but I think it's fine. I love the look of the lens. It's small, it's lightweight, it's really cool. It's just really expensive because it's priced at, I think, 3,000 euros or maybe 2,800 if you get a kind of discount for something like Sony trade-in, Sony cashback. But the wide angle performance on the lens is really spectacular, and this is something that makes the lens really unique. Also, the constant aperture of f2.8 is really nice on the lens, because even though you get a really wide angle of someone, if you, for example, take a wide angle portrait, you can still frame the person and get a really nice bokeh in the background. So it's really good also to perform in low light. Fortunately, nearly all Sony lenses are like weather sealed, dust sealed, like everything. So you can even though it's raining, take the lens out, and I'm really looking forward to get some weather shots of the lens. This is the thing I really want to get. I want to go out when it's snowing, I want to go out when it's raining, to get these wide angle city landscape shots with the rain, with the snow, with the dirt. It's hard to explain why I'm looking forward to buy this lens, because I don't know, 12 to 24 is it first, this kind of focal range where you think, do I really need it? Do I need these kind of wide angle shots? But if you once tested it, you will fall in love with it, because I also did, and I'm definitely going to pick it up, hopefully before summer, to get these nice travel shots with it. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you liked my little summary video of the lenses I want to pick up this year. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.